Welcome to day number 11 of the Detox. Today I'm going to be talking about fats. Fats are super important for our bodies to function properly. We need them for proper cellular production. We need them for hormone production and regulation. We need them for brain function. And we need them for regulation of the inflammatory response within our bodies. So I would say that fats are pretty important. If you lived through the 90s, you remember the fat-free craze, and it still lives on today to some extent. But back then we thought that everything fat-free was the way to go. But thankfully we know better now, and we know that some fats are good for us while others are not. When it comes to fats in our foods, it can be super confusing if you've looked up any information on the web. What is good for me and what is not good for me? Do I eat omega-6? Do I eat omega-3? Do I eat hydrogenated oils? Do I eat canola oil? Do I eat corn oil? All of this stuff is super confusing, so we're gonna make it really simple. You do not need to know the molecular structure of the fats that you're eating. You just need to know if they're in their natural state, the way Mother Nature made them. So think of things like avocados. They're in their natural state, they're good for you. Red meat, fish, butter, eggs, all of these things are in their natural state. They are in the way Mother Nature made them, and therefore your body can absorb and utilize the nutrients in those fats. You want to avoid fats that have been highly processed. Fats like canola oil, corn oil, hydrogenated oil. Hydrogenated oil are typically in things that are packaged in the grocery store, so they have a longer shelf life. These are terrible to eat, and you want to avoid them. So just know that, and start to think back on the processing of that actual oil. So if it's been cold pressed, things like olive oils, they're great for you. But things that have been processed from their natural state to be able to get to the state that they are in, things like canola oil and corn oil, you want to avoid. Coconut oil is another good natural source of fat. If you are not eating fish once a week, you do want to supplement with a fish oil. This is important because fish is unique in that it carries the most amount of omega-3 fatty acids that we find in our naturally occurring diet. If you're not a fish eater, then you want to supplement with omega-3 fatty acids from some kind of high quality fish oil. If you do need to supplement with some extra fish oil, I highly recommend Standard Processes Tuna Omega Oil, and that can be found on our store at caramiawellness.com. The last thing I'm going to be talking about is our ability to digest fats. For many of us, we have had our gallbladders removed, or we don't feel so great after we've had a high-fat meal. So if you eat, let's say, a steak with a potato and some butter on it, and you just feel lousy after that meal, it may be because you're having difficulty digesting the protein, but it may also be that you're having difficulty digesting the fat from that meat. If you fall into either one of these categories where you have difficulty digesting fats, then sign up for a complimentary consult at caramiawellness.com, and we can delve further into how we can support those digestive issues. Fats are super important for your health, so you want to make sure that you're absorbing those and utilizing those the way that you should be. That's it. Super easy. Start incorporating some natural fats into your diet today. Avocados, eggs, meat, fish, butter, yum.